This is what Gabriela Bryan was waiting for, but this would be the nightmare for Molly Picklum paddling back out. Seeing the most powerful surfer on tour just getting started. Warming up the rails of this surfboard from Lost. Pushing off the bottom, keeping it nice and controlled in the pocket. And then unloads a nice little rip into the pocket. There's the fade, and here comes the wall. World number 2 lights it up. Gabby now patient. Just those steady little pumps to push off the bottom, and now lays into that solid off the top. Little bit out in front of the tube as she is way down, passing impossibles. And she will kick out right by the free surf session that's happening way down the line.
Done something quite dynamic and hit that lip. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's just flawless surfing from her, but just that tiny bit lateral.
Yeah, I'm kind of going the same route. It is going to be closed most likely because of a turn that she does right in the middle is very critical. But like you mentioned, this is beautiful, but still the wave not as steep as the judges were probably hoping for, and even herself. And this is when the wave starts to steepen up, and she does this massive carve, which that's going to add a lot of points to her wave. And then right here, she starts to go lateral, like you mentioned, Rosie. Gets up and vertical, but very back-footed, tries and pull in, but doesn't get covered. Yeah, I felt like there's a little bit more left in that wave for her to grab it. 6.68. It's going to be up to that turn. Right when the wave doubles up, it feels good enough to get that score, but I felt like it lacked a little bit of criticalness.
Yeah, I think like you look at it and that wave had the potential to be excellent. Like it could have really had that wow factor, and almost like looking down the line a little bit too much, like kind of wanting the barrel, but then mistiming that, so opting to go to turns.
You know, like she was composed throughout the halfway through the wave, and the wave didn't give her much opportunity. And then as soon as the wave starts to stiffen more, it's when she kind of was hesitating a bit. This is massive though, like this is a very big turn. Mostly looking at slow-mo, you can see how much damage and how much water was displayed.
Close.
They're taking their time, making a decision. First signs of a score are coming in, and they are in favor of the Kauaian. Gabriela Bryan, 6.93. It's enough for a lead change. Molly Picklum with priority in 90 seconds. It's going to come down to this. Picklum doesn't go.
With 10 seconds left, she didn't try it. That's all she had. I wonder if she doesn't know how much time was left. Didn't check the Apple Watch.
An interesting moment. Doesn't go. There's the frustration for Molly Picklum. Might have thought there was one behind it. And it will go to Gabriela Bryan. Gabby Bryan bringing the power. And J-Bay is hers. Your champion of the Corona Cero Open here at J-Bay. Gabriela Bryan beats world number 1 in pumping conditions.
Wow, what a heat. I mean, just power wattage. Both of these women performing so well. I'm sure Molly's going to be kicking herself that she didn't take that last opportunity. Would it have been the score? But this event was all Gabriela Bryan's.
There was a little bit of whitewash in the beginning of that wave, but it was her last chance, and then all of a sudden it hits the inside and it cleans up, and it was probably one of the best waves of the heat.
Why don't you go there?
I don't know. It's just sometimes you blink. You think really it's sometimes it goes black in front of you, and you just commit mistakes, because that was obviously with 10 seconds left her only opportunity.
Well, Gabby Bryan takes it, an emotional victory and probably a big sigh of relief, seeing the horizon lift with all those waves, and Molly opting to let this one go. And she runs out of time and feels the frustration of letting that opportunity go. And another runner-up performance and a third victory this year for Gabriela Bryan.
Just insane stuff. Just the powerhouse, the connection that she's had. I'm sure she's going to be enjoying this lap on the ski as the crowd appreciates her efforts today. Just a massive day of action. Quarterfinals all the way through to the final. Flawless surfing from Gabriella.
Gabriela Bryan showing how powerful she is, paying off, spending a long time here in South Africa after what was a very painful loss in Saquadem. I saw how tough that was for her to walk away from a lot of points on the calendar. She was able to get on a roll here, clinch her spot in the WSL Finals, and pick up her first win at the best right-hand point break in the world.
I mean, it's kind of destined being fulfilled, right? Like the type of surfing that she is capable of doing in right-hand point breaks, mostly the ones with a lot of power, it's pretty unbelievable. It's just very comfortable in those conditions and taking it down for her own home island, Kauai.
Sometimes I wonder if she knows how good she is. You know, when she surfs heats where she feels like she has to do so much. I don't know if she knows that her turns are enormous and that she could actually stay calm in a lot of situations. And she'll take that one on the head happily.
Oh, nature will always keep you humble. And that inside section, trying to line up the keyhole and that lamppost just right to make it in.
Let's say she just probably passed the keyhole already by just getting caught by that wave. Got dropped off in the right place, but then one or two waves sweeps you down so much here.
That's right. Well, she's cracked the code in the keyhole. She's locked up. J-Bay. She gets to join that special list. It was Lakey in 2023. Now it will say Gabriela Bryan.
I love the reaction, Joe. I mean, she is just such a happy, humble being. Just to watch her achieve success is a really cool thing to be a spectator of.
Gosh, yeah. Always laughing, always stoked. What comes out to me is just how much she loves to surf. You know, you can tell she'd be doing this anyway. If there's no such thing as pro surfing titles, she would be surfing every single day with her family. I'm sure a proud moment for her dad too, that would take her on trips to Indonesia when she was a little kid, and obviously all the world-class waves she has back home has created a world-class talent. World number 2 upsets world number 1 in the final at J-Bay. The party starts for Gabby Bryan on the beach, and we've got the men's final coming up next. El Salvador, Margaret River, J-Bay, all belong to Gabby Bryan in 2025. Now world number 2 will be getting picked up here and enjoy probably the best ride you could feel after the final. Accomplishing so much this week in South Africa.
I mean, 3 wins in a season. That's something to talk about. 4 finals, and out of the 4, she's had 3 wins. That is absolutely out of control, and that smile, it says it all. It says how much it means. So she's been here for a really long time, almost a month, surfing here at J-Bay, and that time, it's time well spent. She's got herself the win here. She's got herself a spot in the final 5. This has been an incredible day for Gabby Bryan and her career.
The most people I've ever seen down here at Jeffreys Bay for the event, and that started from the opening round, so Gabriela Bryan's feeling some incredible energy from the fans. Gabriela Bryan's with Paul Evans.
Yeah, let's do that, Joe. Gabby Bryan, the 2025 Corona Cero Open J-Bay champion. How does that feel?
Oh, it feels so good. I don't know. I don't think it's sunk in yet, but it's kind of crazy. The last 2 events, I probably had my worst heats ever in my career on tour so far, and came here early. It put a lot of time in out here, and it paid off. So I'm so stoked.
4 career wins on the championship tour for you. This is your 3rd this season. How does this one rate at this prestige venue? What does it mean to be a winner here?
It's incredible. It's been a dream of mine to win here at J-Bay. It's such an iconic wave, and it's one of my favorite waves in the world. And like I said, I've spent so much time here this trip, and I'm surrounded with really good people. I have my mom and my sister-in-law here, and we've just been having a really good time. So yeah, to come out on top with all of them around me is insane.
Something of a setback for you in terms of giving up the yellow jersey before heading here, and of course Molly in that yellow jersey in that final with you. Did that add a little bit of extra spice for you? How did you deal with that? I
took the pressure off. That yellow jersey comes with a lot of pressure, and it was my first time wearing it ever in my career, these last events. So I personally like to be chasing something and have something to want and go after. So yeah, I'm happy in red, but hopefully, I mean, the only time that I want to be wearing yellow is the first event next year, so I'm going to do everything I can to do that.
But most of that final you're actually chasing, she got to a really strong start, ripped a wave all the way down the point, and you were under a little bit of pressure throughout. Your thoughts as you paddled into that wave that ultimately delivered you the score?
Yeah, I kind of gave up the inside because there's so many waves out there. I didn't want to waste a bunch of time battling and stuff. So yeah, she got that 7, and then I got a 6, and my surfing felt good. The wave was just kind of not that good. And then my last wave was coming in, and Connor's in this heat right now, and he's just like, he didn't tell me to go, but he's just like, he like cheered, and I'm like, this is it, this is right here. If I can just put it together. I had a couple little mistakes, but I pulled it off, and I'm so stoked.
Congratulations, Gabby, once again. She's the most powerful woman on tour. She's got 3 wins this season. Let's get back for the rest of the men.